Yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy AJ,
Your boy Nick.
and this is Hip Hop Vibes, the podcast, season motherfucking 3.
Season
Hey.
three.
The
Let's go.
premiere. We's
Let's
in
go.
here.
Go, man.
Yeah, third season.
Hey,
starting
first
to
of
see
all,
it right.
hey, congrats to that, man. A lot of people don't make it
Appreciate
this
that.
far, man.
Appreciate that.
Congrats to that, man. Big ups.
Dilly.
It's not easy in these streets.
It's not. It
Nah.
is not.
Yeah, just because you can talk don't mean you should have a podcast. That's all I'm saying.
That's
That's a whole podcast, bro.
I drink for that.
Oh, the conversation.
But yeah, we got some new guests on the show. We'll have everybody
sir.
introduce themselves. And of course, ladies first.
Oh, of course.
The only lady in the sea of dicks on the screen. Hello, people.
You can tell us about
Representing the
this
head
one.
nerds in charge. You know what I'm saying? It's your
In the dirty
favorite
South.
friendly neighborhood queer because there's also a rainbow there. LJ the Great, the goddess of the eye, coming at you live now because of the goddamn rainbow, as I always do. And I'm very happy to be here, actually. We've been talking about it for a while. But then it was like, timing, I'm always busy, you always busy. So shit's aligned at this point. So that's cool.
Hell yeah.
Head nerds in charge, of course. On all platforms, you know, we took this shit international. We found out people in Australia listen to our show.
Oh shit.
Yo, they love us over there. And like I think in South Africa, there was like a guy who was like overnight at work listening to the like show.
That's amazing.
Yo,
that's amazing.
And he was like, y'all are making my shift so much easier. You're making it pass. So
That's
fast." And we
amazing.
were
That's what
like,
you do it for. You know what I mean? The impact.
Hey, man, that's what the internet's for, man.
so yeah, no, that's who I'm here representing. But I'm the goddess of the odd, and I'm happy to be here with my peoples.
Indeed.
All right, Herb.
Yo, what's up? This is your boy Weekend Herb, 1/5 of the Black Voltron, known as Blurs and Whiskey. I am the king, also known as the King of Debauchery. Here with my homeboy Ken, the Petty. You go ahead and introduce yourself, homie.
I am the petty one. I am also known as Mr. Petty. I'm also in the Master of Bad Lighting. Don't worry, trust me. I'm just letting y'all know I am not.
I
this
wasn't
ugly.
gonna say nothing, but
This ain't no witness protection. Like I'm just
not witness protection.
from a disclosed
Hopefully,
location.
you wouldn't even be on the screen.
Yo,
You giving away his location right now.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
About to
Hey,
get killed right now.
You know, a
You're
clever
talking to my
man can
boy.
figure out.
All wrong. Your tone. I don't like it. Stab me in the face with a siren. I'm from Kansas.
real talk, he's not Robert De Niro right now.
I'm dead.
Oh yeah. Also, I represent Blurs and Whiskey and myself. #Camism. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm a sarcastic asshole. I snipe. I talk shit about people. Somehow people still like me, so I have an internet presence. That's what I do.
Hey, people love assholes.
You're
Oh,
consistently
you like
petty.
them. A lot of people love those. So.
Yeah,
You're very
you're absolutely
consistently
right.
petty. And you're clever with it, so it works.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, Nick, and introduce yourself real quick.
Yep. My introduction's not gonna be as good as everybody else's. But I'm Nick. I'm Nick Neighbors. I'm a hip hop producer. I live in Silver Spring, and that's pretty much it. I operate my own beat store. I have my own beat store on BeatStars, YouTube. You know what I mean? I make beats, post twice a week. Somebody said they made a sale, or they had somebody in Africa. I've made sales on 5 continents so far. So I make sales: Asia, Tokyo, West Africa, South America, Europe, anywhere. I made sales.
Yo, the internet's amazing.
It really is.
It's amazing.
The gift.
Yeah.
Finland. The other day
It
was
is a gift and
Finland.
a
I was
curse
like, Finland.
simultaneously at all times.
Finland.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, we got a fan from the UK, Blue Saber. He's always on Twitch. So I don't know what time it is in the UK on Sundays, but he be showing up.
Yeah,
That's
He
what's
be
up,
showing
man.
up. Oh,
understand.
but Silver Spring, yo, we gotta hook up, man. I know people.
For sure, bro.
Like for real, he legit said like, yeah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope to see y'all from all the way from in America. It was like, dog, where you from? England. Ooh.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going.
Boy.
I'm going.
yeah.
And last but not least, your boy AJ, the other co-host of Hip Hop Vibes, the podcast. It's like a charcoal quest. You got to say the whole thing. Host here on my tags right here. Follow me on IG and TikTok. A-Tone Productions, A_Tone_Productions. That's where I post my daily hip hop content. Like Saturday samples, daily hip hop facts, shit like that. Follow me on Twitch, War Machine 1919. I'll be playing Pokemon on there, so check that out as well as streaming the podcast. Twitter, Hip Hop Vibes, hip_hop_vibes, and then of course YouTube, Hip Hop Vibes Podcast. And I'm also the host of Hip Hop Vibes Radio every Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. RadioFreeFest.org.
You a busy ass?
I do a lot of shit.
He handles this shit.
Is this a family friendly show or can I curse?
Oh no, you can
There
say
you go. No.
Ooh,
Shit.
okay. Probably should have asked that before you hit record. We here now, boo.
Nah, here we are. Hey, fuck it. But now, real quick, it's New Year's 2023. Our last episode was probably that Friday before Christmas, I believe. We did a final episode.
Yeah.
You did a little recap of like 2022, all the hip hop news and that stuff. Kanye, all Kanye's nonsense. The whole Megan Tory shit, all that. And we also talked about our favorite hip hop albums of the year. My personal favorite of 2022 was Logic's Vinyl Days. That's probably one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah, I saw
Is
this.
that really?
Top 10. It was just like,
You said what?
I saw your top 10 or your
Don't call him out. Wait,
Of all
what was your
time?
top
Of all
10
time?
I was gonna wait.
Can
I
you
was
pull
gonna
that up
wait
real
though.
quick?
Of
I was
all
gonna
time,
wait.
yeah.
I think it was like he
Oh, it was of all time.
6 on his all time. I was like,
Oh, my favorite. You talking about my favorite? Oh yeah. I did play them up there. I did.
Do not sleep on his lyricism and wordplay, please.
Hey,
I know he can be a little corny sometimes, but that's
A
also
little.
that's his
a little.
appeal, though.
To be fair,
he's a corny dude.
he wasn't like
knows
he was.
that.
He wasn't like that until 2017. That's when he started getting
well.
cringy.
Cringy is when he was like, all right, I'm gonna fall back and just enjoy being rich. Which can you blame him? Like niggas went ham on him, and he was just trying to make some good rapping.
I mean, like I say, I'm from the same area he's from, and the only thing they try to tell me like, oh, he's tight, like, oh, yeah, he's from the area. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, he's from Maryland. So what? Like, give me a quotable. Give me something.
It's not just the Maryland thing. Like again, don't
That's what people keep. That's the ultimate.
downplay his wordplay and his lyricism.
yeah.
It's there.
I'm not gonna completely.
I'm not saying he's my favorite, but I'm saying
this is
there
why I
are
love
tracks
this
of
is
his that I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Hey,
This
I
is
also
exactly
got
why I
the-
love hip hop. This is exactly why I love hip hop, man. It's just like in my opinion, I don't think like there's some right or wrong answers, but in this particular instance, I don't think there's a right or wrong. We just got various opinions. It's like we can go back and forth. It's subjective, and everyone got a voice.
Who you fuck with? Yeah.
I don't think he's complete ass or anything like that. He's just alright.
Heard complete ass.
Like he's half-ass, quasi ass.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Damn, man.
But speaking of that though, so anytime I have new guests on the show, I always like to ask them their top 5 favorite artists of all, or favorite hip hop artists of all time.
All right.
Doesn't have to be the best, but it's your personal favorite.
Okay.
Whoever wants to go first.
Gotish.
Got it.
Okay, so can it be group or does it have to be like specific artists?
It could be
Oh, no,
group.
you can do
too.
group.
Group.
So Tribe is
Yes.
always included because
Yes.
they literally changed my life.
Yes.
They introduced me to boom bap. Like I listened to them and then I went backwards to see where they came from.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I was already writing poetry at that point, and I was like, my people are fucking beautiful. And it was an obsession. Like it's been an obsessive love affair since I was like 8 years old. And Tribe was my gateway, so they will always be mentioned. Fuck. I did listen. I put a list down and everything, but I'm a different bitch today, so like it's not resonating.
How you feel right now?
I've been listening to a lot of Nas.
It ain't hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
World is yours. And his listen. Okay, so yeah, he changed the game as well.
I still listen to One Mic.
Rewind.
The man. I'm about to say the man rapped backwards like before Missy.
Before Missy.
When Rewind was my favorite. Was one of
Yeah.
my
It's one of my favorite storytelling songs of all time.
Me suck.
Yeah, I
She
seen
said-
Bay.
She said me suck. I said no.
AKA
hell.
Most Def.
Almost there. Okay.
Black on both
Because
sides.
yes,
Black Star.
like on those two things right there.
Yeah,
Y'all hit
Black
the
Star.
pivotals of their contribution to the culture of hip hop. Now gangster rap has a very like people get surprised when they hear certain shit on my playlist, but like that has a special place in my heart because like anger, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. So rest in peace to DMX.
I knew it. No,
I'm
like,
sorry. Okay, he wasn't the first, but I feel like even with the legacy he left, he was still underrated in some way. And I think underlying that is always like the addiction. It always takes away at the end of the day. You know, Mac Miller, it happened with him. He was just about to hit that fucking peak and just
yeah, he was.
that's the type of shit that makes it sad. So like that's why I'm saying like that aspect of rap, like he was another gateway. I'm mentioning like my gateways, which I think
it's
you know.
influential,
So y'all gonna probably judge me for this one, but Tyler the Creator is on my list.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not judging. Nope.
His evolution as an artist and everything has been such a thing for me because he has gotten me through the most horrible moments of my life. So like that's there. So I feel like that's a solid one. There's so many on the list because it's such a vast. But as far as how I feel today and who I've been listening to, who I could listen to every fucking day.
It's so interchangeable. It really
Dog.
is.
I mean,
Absolutely.
De La
Absolutely.
Soul, Slum Village, fucking Jay Dilla on the strip tip and everything. I listened to fucking The Shining, and again, like you know, because obviously that was the thing. So everything, I'm in it. But that's how I feel today. I'm glad you asked me that because it helped me to narrow it down.
All right, Herb.
All right. So I've changed my list like numerous times over the last like 3 years.
Understandably so.
With a this is my list. At number 5, and I realized that the 5 and 4 are not they're younger than the other 3.
Okay.
At number 5, I gotta go with J. Cole. And the reason why I
you a bold mamma jamma, and I appreciate that about you.
I love it.
Think about
He's genius.
the way that I look at people's the way I look at my list. If every single album that you put out is a firefest, damn it, I gotta put you in the top. Like J. Cole has never had a bad album.
I'd actually agree with that.
It's made an impact every single time.
Like every single, it's if it ain't a home run, goddamn it, it's a triple. It's like damn.
And every artist that he had in Dreamville, have you noticed how well they've been doing?
Number 4,
and it's not just because of him; it's because they're actually fucking.
They're talented.
That's true.
Just saying.
Number 4, I gotta go with K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar.
There you go.
If you'd have asked me that a week ago,
He doesn't miss. I mean, if we're seriously saying that
crazy
his
fool.
last album was his worst, it still was great.
It's
Still good.
great. Still
Still
fantastic
great.
album.
Well, so if your worst album is platinum, then you know.
Exactly. Right.
If we being real, you know. If we being real,
It only went platinum.
I'm looking at versatility at number 3. You ask any person who this person is, 10 different people, you're gonna get 10 different answers. Tupac Shakur. He is the most versatile artist I have ever seen.
That's
ever.
a good one. I like
Ever.
that.
I mean, he can sit
Have
there
you
and
seen him act?
Keep your head up, ladies. He can sit there and talk about, hey, we got to make sure that we feeding these homeless people out in the hood. And then at the same time, he's talking about, hey, I get around to fuck everybody. Like, I mean, you're versatile as hell. Like,
Exactly.
Number 2, Brooklyn's finest.
I knew you would be.
He is one of the most lyrical.
You say Biggie or Hove?
Biggie.
Big.
Oh, okay.
So you like about to fight you? BK's fine. Oh, what?
Wait, I have a really close honorable mention, and it's Black Thought, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Hold on. What he did at the what's the name with
K Slay?
No, not K Slay.
What? I
Angel
swear.
Mouse.
No, when he split for like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Nonstop.
Front Flex.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Legendary. Like,
Well, him and Danger
One of
Mouse's
them.
album, like that just dropped secretly, and I was like, yo, this is the best album I've heard in a long ass time.
I feel like Hove is also an honorable mention. That nigga made a fucking impact.
okay, so that's where I go. That's where I gotta say. Number one is Hope. He is the greatest artist I've ever seen. Every single, if we're talking about Kingdom Come being his worst album, he still went platinum on this shit. It still was success. Like the lyrics was there, the fucking the beats was there. You had every single thing that was there. He doesn't miss. He is the Beatles of hip hop.
Nigga. Wait.
I mean, for 20 fucking numbers, who does that?
What?
Literally just put out one.
That's new. I've never heard that.
He put out.
But it makes sense, and that's what's boggling.
What? No, what you say, bro? What did he put out? I didn't hear you.
He's the Beatles of hip hop.
No, after that. He's talking about after that thing.
Oh,
He put out a 4-minute verse on DJ Khaled's joint.
Oh, the God did joint.
God did. Hold no, Hov
Oh,
did.
I gotta hear. I didn't hear that. I gotta listen to it.
Calling it Hov
Okay.
did. And I mean, like 4 straight minutes, he was just like,
Oh, that's fantastic. I
My
gotta
man
check
said
that out.
Hov
I
did.
mean, when he said
That's
Jesus
a home
turned
run.
water to wine for Hov, it just took a stove. Like the Book of Hov. Psalms 151.
The Beatles were bigger than Jesus, so yes, Jay-Z's bigger than God.
Over to God. I gotta say, I think he's the greatest to ever. Name somebody better. Don't worry, I'll wait.
It's all subjective. It's all subjective.
It is.
Ain't no-
thank you, Cam.
Well, I say
Because
my-
I
my-
respect the motherfucker, but also
Well, I say my better is not necessarily your better, but and in no particular order for me, I'm gonna start with Andre 3000. I remember one time in just 1 year, the man just dropped only 3 different verses, just 3 verses, and it was already like lyricist of the year.
Yeah.
His versatility in Outkast, like when they like for me, Aquemini is like my favorite album. Like a lot of people think going is theirs, but for me, it's Aquemini because that's when they became like. At first, they were like 2 niggas rapping, and then they became like somehow like divisive, where you hear like distinct styles and differences.
2 characters, like 2 characters. You know?
Right, but they still like meshed well, and that's why like Aquemini for me was always going to be like my favorite Outkast album. Again, like I said, no particular order. I gotta give it up to one of my original influences, Rakim.
Hey,
like-
I like that. Hey,
Yes.
that powerful
I
ass
like that. Man. I
nigga.
like that.
Because it's like if you think about like his body of work, and like unfortunately he came in an era where like rap wasn't really like respected or albums, so he doesn't really have as many albums to his name per se.
Right.
But if you look at the culture of like when he changed, like everybody was just yelling off the top of it, just like everybody was on a mic just screaming, like the more louder the MCs, like the KRS-One and the Run DMCs, like. But then here comes Rakim with just like a smooth, just like
Madlib.
Between him and Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, him and Big Daddy Kane definitely kind of made shit like
Smooth and serious too. Very intense, like
Still-
kind of a
Still
like
got his point across.
yeah.
It's like Rakim had the intensity, but he was just smooth with it, and his lyricism and like the way he was just able to flip words, and it's like I didn't even multi-syllable wasn't even a thing before he came around. That was Rakim for me. And R.I.P. I'm gonna put Big Pun is one of my favorites because it's like you talk about versatility, man. Yo, my man literally
He
said what you
stay in
want.
my playlist, like all throughout my
Hold on, hold on.
playlist. So.
Cam, what do you say before every show?
I don't remember. I say a lot,
Head in the
dude.
middle with a little bit.
Oh yeah. In order for me to, we always go through like little practice to make sure we don't fumble words on air. And I always do
shit,
dead in the
dang.
middle, little Italy, little did we know that we riddled the middleman who didn't do diddly.
My nigga.
Just
Yes.
so I can get this out the because that
Wow,
because
that's
true story. That was just a tongue twist he said so he could just as a vocal warm up. And then Fat Joe was like, "Yo, put that in a rhyme." He's all like, "That's stupid. What are you talking about?" And then next thing you know, that became like his biggest thing.
That's crazy. Wow.
What's your favorite pun song though?
It's
What's
between
up,
Dream Shatter. That was a straight like every once in a while I like songs that have like meanings and thought provoking lyrics. And every once in a while I just want a shit talking song where you just want to prove a motherfucker that I'm nice with it. And Dream Shatter was just him just like, yo, this is why I'm on the mic. Just going off, just like I think it was just a cipher. He just started to put a beat to. That's what I swear it was.
I'm so proud of Joe.
Yeah,
Like he's taking such good care of himself, and he's like
mid-sized Joe.
Everybody's
Fat Joe, right?
everybody's still. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
everybody unk right now with the jumpsuits and that man.
Right.
I love that for him. I love
his
that.
stories be hilarious as hell.
Him and 50 Squash AB. Actually, he's one of my favorite views to watch on Matt Hoffa's show. I love watching just hear. Yeah.
Fat Joe's funny, man. He's funny.
Yo, he's fucking hilarious.
He's got a big personality. That dude is just he's funny. He's a character.
His joint, Fat Joe's joint Jose was actually one of my favorite albums he ever did.
Jealous One, Still Envy.
Yeah,
that's when it came out. What 01, right?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
03.
Oh, 02. 03. It was 03?
It was 03. It was one of them.
Okay.
Right
02.
Yeah, that was when Lean Back was no, that was the next.
That was
before.
That was before.
That was the joint with What's Love, him and Ashanti.
Yeah.
Okay, it was that one. Okay, that's what I was thinking about. Okay.
I'm on number 4.
Yeah,
I remember 4. You want to talk about underrated? I'm gonna go with my man with the versatility, a track record that speaks beyond volumes, but still somehow a lot of people don't put him in their top. I'm gonna go with Busta Rhymes because this man literally like
inherently connected to Tribe though.
Yeah.
I was in love with that man for years.
Like, when the OG had dreads in the hip hop game, so a lot of people were like, oh, you look just like Busta Rhymes. Like, no, I don't, but whatever.
When Tribe put him as a scenario, it was a fucking rap.
Oh, yeah, scenario.
It changed his whole entire
Hold on. How about the fact that he became a rapper because what's his name? Charlie Brown basically just fried him in a session. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna come back.
I mean, like
that's
like
what happens sometimes, Joe.
If you look at, like I said, you look at the body of his work. Look at the body of his work from the Coming to like When Disaster Strikes to like all of it. Like this, it's just
him in the 90s, like mid to late 90s and early 2000s was my shit.
And like even if there was an album that didn't do well, there was still a hit on that album that still like was like a banger. And then like, he made, like I said, he made Sean Paul popular, but like Sean Paul definitely owes a lot to Busta Rhymes. It's because, Give Me That Light, that was
at least over here in the States. Yes, he gave him a foothold over here.
Must say, and Split Star should be thanking Busta Rhymes because that man can have he can feed his family off of just being on the stage with Busta. So I mean, not too many people can say that.
Busta Rhymes has a feature on your song. You are very bold, confident motherfucker.
How many like Look At Me Now, and that shit's still fire.
Every version of it.
If you look at
Touch It like that. That's the world's longest remix.
I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared.
I was about to bring that up.
I listen to that shit to this day. Like, I praise that song so I can just talk shit.
And Jadakiss.
Yeah.
Ooh. The Kiss of Death is very underrated to this day.
It is.
Underrated.
It's still like I don't know that was his last album. That shit is fire.
Which one?
Extinction Level Event 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was, and it was like 27 tracks or something. That's unheard of in today.
Like it started off with like 18, and then you had like at least 7 more. It was just like Keep going, man.
Yeah,
He
and
don't miss.
he don't miss. He don't miss. And like I said,
At
Styles
all.
versatile. Is like he can do whatever he wants. Fast, slow, smooth, rah rah, like gangster. Not whatever. Like he do it all. And on number 5, also I love underrated MCs. I'm gonna go with my man Method Man.
To cap.
To cap, like under. Not only is he underrated, you want lyricism, don't miss, still in the game, shows respect to like the game. Like he's one of the few old school dudes that still show respect to the young
He
cats.
loves music.
Mhm.
He loves music. Like he don't like you hearing him talking. People are like, oh man, you underrated. He's like, man, I don't care about that. Now I'm just doing music. Like he don't really. He it don't affect him.
Power.
Also, low key, he's also like one of the OG like nerdcore rappers because he was the first one to throw like a lot of comic book references in like hip hop, where like people didn't know who Johnny
That's
Blaze
interesting.
was.
And wrestling
People
references too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wrestling references. Like he do a lot of stuff and like think about kung fu, wrestling,
Yeah,
and comics. Like
Oh, wow.
kind of
Not to
dabble.
mention, he actually had I don't know if it was a mini-series podcast.
But yeah.
He brought in like numerous different Marvel artists. I think what's his name?
And writers. He had Kevin
Writer.
Smith on.
For real.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
was
Let's
like-
look up Method Man and Marvel or something like that.
Yo, that's awesome.
I'll look it up and I'll send it to you. But it's definitely on Apple Music.
Yeah, nice.
Or it's like Marvel Method or something like that.
Mm.
But the joint was just phenomenal. And I mean, like
This man knows his stuff. He's a blurred.
Absolutely through and through.
That's my list.
That's a
All
solid.
right, Petty, you gave us like 15 people, but that was a good list. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo,
He was like, I had number 5 versus
yo, when he said number 5, I was like, that math ain't
Like,
math.
wait a minute.
I'm gonna get you right because you
Hold
ain't
on,
missed
wait,
on
no,
your
wait,
pick.
let's go. No, wait. Andre,
No, to be fair. No, it was 5. It was 5.
Okay.
You just
Got
had a
it.
lot.
You good.
You just had a lot of honorable.
We had a lot of honorable
mentions.
mentions. That's why.
I shamelessly plugged my honorable mentions in there because as I'm thinking, I'm like, wait, no.
I mean,
no,
it's
I
hard to
have
leave
put this
people
in.
out. If you love their music, it's
It
hard to
is.
leave people out. I'm gonna try to leave anybody. I'm trying to like make my list short. So
I mean, the roots as a
Nas,
whole. I
so
love
my
music.
top 5: Nas,
Ooh.
Jay,
Ooh.
Common, Kanye, Kendrick. Honorable mentions: Ice Cube, Black Thought, Fonte from Little Brother.
The entirety of Little Brother, the entirety of Foreign Exchange.
Okay.
He's like, I'm gonna stop right there.
I'll stop right there, but I can keep going. But there you go. There you go. That's a little something.
You hit like so many points, even my uncomfortable spot. Because like, fuck Ye, but also his legacy is there. Like the
It
proof is there. The man's a fucking genius. But
It
fuck
is.
him.
He just needs to stop talking.
I'll say pre, like
Sometimes.
2010 and before. That's what I'm. That's like what
it
I'm.
was
mixing it
right
off.
up at my beautiful dark twisted fantasy.
That was
Yeah.
pretty much
I-
it for me.
That was
I
funny,
include
too.
that one. I kind of stopped listening
That's
after
funny,
that.
too.
But
Yeah.
That's just me. That's just me though.
My nigga had a 5-album run. Like,
Exactly.
That's
Like,
good.
And
Like,
guest
you can't
appearances.
take
That's
that away
rare.
from him. But it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's why it hurts to say, nigga, fuck you. It hurts.
he went from George Bush doesn't care about black people to White Lives Matter. Like,
he
Yeah.
really did. My man
This-
did a whole
You let me
180.
down.
Nazi symbol and the Star of David and all that. You don't have to agree with this shit, but you don't have to disrespect other people's beliefs, period.
What are you doing? I'm live.
What is that?
I was gonna
Something
say that
in the
looked very
wood?
weird. My man looked down. Okay.
Oh, you evil breed of dog, you. Chihuahuas
All
are
I'm saying is like this
evil.
dude looked down. I was like, "What are you doing? I'm live."
I'm
I was
like,
like,
what the fuck? I was like, girl down there. Like, what's going on? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Like my dog.
my top 5, my top 10 is on YouTube, but I'll go ahead and say it here real quick.
Pluck out 5 of your favorites. No pressure.
You said what?
I said pluck out 5 of your favorites. No pressure.
Yeah, I'm doing my top 5. The top 5:
Mm.
Pac, Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Mm.
Nas, Eminem, DMX. List is subject to change minus the top 2 because those 2 are the reason why I fell in love with hip hop in the first place. So
Okay.
Pac and Bone Thugs ain't going nowhere, but
We can
everybody
leave
else is
it
kind of
at that.
interchangeable.
We can leave that there. That's
Yeah.
fine. We can leave that at the altar, baby. It's fine.
Honorable mentions as far as like newer artists: Kendrick, Cole, Jay Worthy, Ramirez.
The entirety of Earth Gang.
She's trying to get in your list, bro.
Right.
She been subliminal with her honorable mentions. And y'all,
You
I know,
said
right?
newer ones. Look, as you say names, I'm
All
thinking
that
of. Well, I was
anymore.
like, yo, you know
She
who's
gonna be
really
like
making an
five-
impact
Nah.
right now?
It's gonna be
But
like
also-
5 minutes left in the show. I got one more honorable mention.
Right. Like before we
Dog,
close
I'ma
out, I got 2
comment.
more.
I'm gonna comment
Not
on the
comment.
post. Oh, and by
Go
the way,
ahead.
y'all, this is my other honorable mentions that I did. last night. It's gonna be like 20 months. It's gonna be like squad deep. It's cool.
it's like
I
Booker
know,
T and
I'll-
his Fave Five. It's like 20 people all in the Royal Rumble.
Right. I'll also
Number
throw-
19.
but I'll also throw
And the
in
countdown every single time just to annoy me. Mhm.
I'll also throw in
Just
Big
to
Pun in
annoy me
there.
specifically.
Big fun.
Big
Said Big
Pun.
There's nothing wrong with being quiet about it and just cheering. You don't have to count down every fucking. And they do it so fast.
Right. All of them.
She on the Royal Rumble tip.
Right.
No, that was
This is who I think is gonna win the Royal Rumble. Okay.
The Big Pun's gonna win the World Rumble. One beyond the grave.
right.
Who?
No, I said Big Pun.
Hey, he was a DX fan back in the day.
He was. Then he did a WrestleMania show, actually, now that I think about it. I think he did a concert at WrestleMania or at Sunday Night Heat.
Wale does it every WrestleMania now. So
Yeah, Wale Mania.
Wale Mania. He's in my top 10 as well.
Never misses an event.
yeah,
He is a diehard.
yeah. Oh,
Excess at 10 times in my honorable
him,
mention.
between the Usos and New Day is still
Oh, the rap battle.
the
Oh,
greatest.
that rap battle? Yeah, yeah.
And the fact that he threw the Don DeMarco,
I'm like, I don't think anyone else understand what happened, but they do.
Right.
We do.
And for all the 12 of us who do.
Like who when battle rap and wrestling does go hand in hand. I can see that.
Anybody
Like,
remember
when
when Flo
done
Rida
correctly.
battled Bo Dallas?
With who?
Well,
Bo
when Flo
Dallas.
Rida came to Raw and Bo Dallas, they had like a rap battle.
Talk about untapped potential.
Oh, Bo Dallas.
Yes.
he might show.
Bo.
He might show up tonight.
No, I said Curtis Axel still hasn't left the Royal Rumble. He's Axel Mania still running wild because he never got eliminated. So
He
Axel
really-
Mania is still running wild. Sorry, let's get back to hip hop.
Listen, hip hop and WWE have been intertwined for decades.
I said, look at John
John Cena went play. Hey, John Cena went play.
Johnson with a platinum.
Still went platinum.
The
Wow.
Aggressive album is still one of my favorite joints too, because you had Dub C doing.
All right, y'all, it's been real.
Cole. You had who did the joint with Ice-T did Godfather.
Oh, Godfather joint. Yeah.
That, like,
Method
he
Man.
did it at
Meth Man did the Rock.
Yeah, he's the only one that actually had wrestling content in his rap though, because everyone else is
Yeah.
rapping.
Was rapping.
Yeah,
One DMC with DMX. I mean, with DX, man, not DMX.
DMX was supposed to do Undertaker, but that fell through. So they got someone who sounded like DMX, and then they couldn't get Ja Rule, so they got Mino.
Is that what happened for real?
That's it was trickle down. It was trickle down like Reaganomics, except for just with rap voices.
Not recognizing. Come and say DJ.
But fun fact. My time is now samples Annie Up.
Yeah. And they
Oh,
actually tried to
wow.
sue him. They actually sued him for that.
Did he really?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
they
shit.
reckon that. I say, Lil Faze recognizes. Hey, that's me.
I was like, damn. I was like, wait a minute. This sounds familiar. I went back. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Annie Up is definitely one of my, I call it like guilty pleasures, because it's like, I can't listen to a whole album. I can listen to some of these songs, but I can't listen to
Right.
the whole album, or something like My House Is Gonna Be Destroyed. Like it's
Right.
just like
Yeah.
I can listen to the remix. I can listen to the remix all day.
Oh, it is.
Any Swag Surf
Kidnap.
and I think Dreams and Nightmares can still be played at BlurCon and it still get a pop.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Swag Surfing ain't going nowhere anytime soon
It's not going anywhere.
at all.
Yeah, that
I
is
mean,
that is the Millennial Electric Slide. Like,
Literally
everyone was-
anything got too short though.
Yeah.
What was the first one you said? Dreams and Nightmares, Swag Surfer. What was the other one?
What's the name? Shit. It'll come to me.
You just said it. It was you. Like
This whole time.
it's same. God damn it! It's gonna come to me. It just keep going. This
gonna be like Tuesday. It's gonna be like
he be in comment section. It was this song.
Damn, you're like, hey, yo.
true.
All right. So the main top I want to talk about, I know Nick really want to talk about this too, but like album covers,
Best album covers of all time, rap.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got two right off the dome.
I gotta think about that one.
Right off the dome, I got two.
Let's do like our top fives. Let's do like top fives. I can start with mine. I can start with mine.
Yeah, because I'm drawing a blank right now.
Number one for me is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I put that at number one. Number two, I said To Pimp a Butterfly. Number three, Low End Theory. Number four, Straight Outta Compton. And number five, Death Certificate. But I will add in there Illmatic, Aquemini, and Take Care of Drake. Those are my 8.
I think one of my favorites is Doggy Style. Doggy Style. That's one of my favorites.
The comic strip that they had in the fucking
I like that one too. That one's creative. I like that one. That's a very creative one.
I like Machiavelli's one, the Machiavelli album. I know it's very controversial, but like I like it because like it's him being like he's being crucified by the media, and then get on to the fact that he died, and then 2 months later that album comes out with that picture. It's just like it adds on to the fact like is he dead? Is he still alive? Like how's that shit go?
Oh God, I'm so tired of that though.
Yeah. It got
I said,
killed me in the beginning of the first track.
Like I said, I don't know if Heaven got a ghetto, but Heaven got a studio because our man still releasing tracks. Like,
that's a Facebook set.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
Okay, so I think my number one has definitely got to be To Pimp a Butterfly. Reason being, you had a whole bunch of niggas in front of the White House lawn with the judge down, and it spoke to me because it was just like we got like when you listen to songs like "We Gonna Be All Right," fuck the system, we gonna take over all this shit, and it shit just like look at this shit. You had a whole bunch of nigga and a judge like right in front of the White House, like just dead at the motherfucker, like. We fucking taking over. That shit was amazing to me. I gotta say, number two is definitely ODB's 36 Chambers. The fact that he put his fucking
you mean Brooklyn Zoo?
Turn into 36 Chambers.
Okay.
When driver's license or something?
ID his ID on there. I thought
ID, yeah.
This shit was dope. 3. I gotta say, Stankonia. Like the fact
that is iconic.
The fact that was taking over. Like I seen somebody put Timon and Pumbaa and what's the name?
I did see that. Yeah,
on the front of that shit, and I was like,
dog.
They figured out a way to do it. Like this shit is genius. Like
it's cultural.
It really
it's timeless.
4, Illmatic. And I mean, I'm looking at it because every single person you look at
he got it in the background. Yeah,
a lot of people like if you look at Wayne, his the Carter 3 and the Carter 4, he decided to go ahead and mimic off of Nas's joint, and it was iconic. Like you seen
Biggie though, that was the one.
Too. Like,
that was the one that had a beef over that. Well, Raekwon started a beef between Biggie and Nas. Nas didn't really want to be part of it, but because Biggie's album came out 6 months later, and it had the same shit. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I got number 5. I'm going with KOD by Kendrick Lamar. I mean,
by Cole.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
I mean, it has so many meanings on it.
Yeah,
and then it could be kids on drugs. What's the name? whole different variations, and you
Like
see
knocked
all
out.
of work of the kids and they're the King of Diamonds or whatever you wanted to name it. He purposely left it to where you can think of whatever KOD reference you want to think of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it all in this pot right here for this artwork. There you go.
All right. I'm gonna go with Graduation from Kanye.
I
West.
was about to say that too.
Yeah.
I was definitely about to say that.
I like that one because, you know, back in those days, like I said, to be a black person and to like anime or know the anime references, that's just fucking unheard of. But, you know, definitely the Akira vibes. You can see the manga influence in that whole cover.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go a little darker with my other pick. DMX, Flesh of My Flesh,
Flesh of My
Blood of My
Blood.
Blood.
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody
Okay,
to do
so
that.
not
Yeah, I was
you
waiting for
stealing one
somebody
of
to do that.
mine. Damn it, Cam.
I mean, like not, you know, like I said,
It
DMX
made
is
him
one of
think-
the, yeah, he was one of the originators of black people just not like just doing the norm. Like he was into some darker stuff, some heavier, intense stuff that people were like, mental health was not really like a big thing to talk about. But like he was putting that stuff out there, and it's like just to be just doused in nothing but blood, and it's just like it's an iconic imagery of it. You know what I'm saying? There's artistic flair to it too.
And it adds to the whole tone of the album because he had like a kind of like rock kind of vibe to it. Like he had Marilyn
Yeah,
Manson on there.
Man and Manson on there.
Yeah.
And you stole my reasoning too. Look at you.
Hey, great minds think alike.
Right.
Hey, that's what I love about hip hop, man. We think differently, but sometimes when we hit that one chord, we on there. And around that same time period too, there's another album of mine that was actually one of the first ones I kind of bought myself. Like when I was actually able to have money and buy records without my mom being around. Was Method Man, T2 to Cal, Judgment Day.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And one, I was a big Method Man fan, and two, like the whole imagery, I was a science fiction kid, so the whole Terminator, the Judgment Day, this the Y2K, it was a crazy time, y'all, where everybody thought the world was going to end. So it was just like everybody was making the End of the World albums, and he was like one of the first, not one of the first, but he was one of the many that did stuff like that. But that, it's just a pretty good album cover. Like it's just something simple, but unique about it. I'm kind of drawing a blank on some others, so I ain't got nothing else for y'all. So I ain't gonna do like 7 like I did last time.
Another album cover I did like was Slim Shady LP, his first album.
The first one with
The
Kim's
first
feet
one.
hopping.
Kim that was in the trunk.
Right, exactly. Because like you got Kim in the trunk, then you got him and Haley like on the whatever you call that shit. Like,
on the pier,
on the pier,
by
there
the
you go.
ocean. Yeah,
on the pier.
But on the flip side though, the Marshall Mathers LP is also kind of iconic too.
That's a good one.
It's
Yeah,
just a freaking house, but it's like that's the house he grew up in.
That he
It's
grew up
like,
in.
So it's kind of iconic too. On that same Nas level, only thing was missing was a little white baby on there.
Partial.
All right.
Partial Mathers.
Wait, did everybody go? Partial Mather.
Yeah, little baby Eminem.
I'm weak.
Go ahead.
I think it's on you, Goddess.
Okay, so since Cam stole one of mine, I did have an honorable mention in the tug. So y'all are in luck.
Hey.
Actually came in handy this time. Okay, so Low End Theory is beautiful. For some reason, Midnight Marauders.
Midnight Marauders is fantastic. I love them.
Hey,
I was between Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders. Like I gotta put
that's
one
my
of them
favorite.
in
That's
there.
my favorite Tribe album.
Exactly. So
yeah, all the heads.
Yeah,
all the little heads in the
that-
back,
that
and then
I'm very
yeah.
biased. I had the vinyl, and
Ooh.
I have the vinyl. Sorry.
You need to come to our vinyl swap.
It is something that that I have looked at a lot and grew to appreciate, like its artistry. Lupe Fiasco's the cool.
That's a good one
because
I like that. That's a
he
good
was
one.
heavy into like his words having double, triple like meanings and telling us like weaving a story all throughout, which I miss that about him. So that was another one that like caught my eye and I was like, what the fuck is that? Huh?
First one was dope too.
Food and liquor.
Food and liquor.
Yeah.
It was so otherworldly that it made you like, what the fuck is this? And then it blew your fucking mind because that was peak
I love
Lupe
that
to me.
The Cool is definitely my favorite Lupe.
Yeah,
album.
The Cool is my favorite, but Food and Liquor is when you knew he was going like
He was gonna
going
make
places
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say it. What The Cool was definitely
His shit.
one of his
Yeah.
best. But I think the coming out the gate with Food
Kick
and Liquor
push.
is-
Food and Liquor.
Kick push.
Listen.
out the
Yeah.
gate.
Daydreaming.
With
Listen,
With Jill Scott.
Mm.
Oh my
Jelly
Stop
from
trying to convince me of what I know to be true in my heart and my soul. Okay, stop trying to change a core memory and a core value within Lovely. Please don't do it. Because
Not too many-
I'm over here like, you know what?
Not so many
Okay,
rappers
just
is rapping
Food and
about
Liquor.
like a giant robot, man.
They really weren't.
Food is what was on repeat for me. And a great album is like one that you can just set it and forget it. You don't have to
Oh,
skip shit.
fantastic.
You don't
Yeah.
have to do nothing.
Hip
That's a
hop saved
great
my
album
life.
to
Oh
me.
my god.
Mm.
Hip hop saved my life. That was my
Superstar.
favorite ones.
Superstar. Fucking
Little weapon.
Paris Tokyo was cute as hell.
Paris
I love
Tokyo,
that.
that
As
was
a
a-
fucking beat.
That was
And
a
again,
vibe right there.
he's such a fucking nerd.
What's the one he did with Jay-Z?
Oh, that's off of his
That's
first
That's
Laser?
on Food
album.
and Liquor. That's on Food and Liquor. That was like
That's
the
off
last track.
Food
wasn't
and
it?
Liquor.
Oh, you said Food and Liquor?
Food and
Oh,
Liquor.
that's you meant afterwards.
It's something
It's
about
like-
birds or some shit. Let me look at that.
I looked
Hold
at
on.
I
Something
gotta look
about
that up.
birds or some shit.
Something
Okay,
about
so I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
like
to the
it's
next one.
so.
But say, speaking of Lupe, he did have a
Oh, it's
fire
called
intro.
Pressure.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah,
it was
that
about
was.
birds. I don't know.
He had a fire intro into the game too with his verse on Kanye's
Yeah.
song too, man.
Yeah,
Touch the Sky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like here comes Lupe Fiasco out of nowhere
That-
off the break.
Beat,
That
that
Susan
sample,
Third.
everything is so beautiful about that fucking
Yeah.
song.
Hurt Me Soul. That's one of my favorite ones. Hurt Me
Ooh.
Soul.
Ooh.
American Terrorist. Like those ones. Yeah,
Not your
that was-
face.
I'm listening to that shit on the way over.
Right. Right. Okay, so
Man,
I have
man.
what The Cool and Marauders. Aquemini
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put that in there too.
had
That's
so much
good.
art in it. And
Love
speaking of art and Black culture, Uptown Saturday Nights.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yes.
Mm.
I
This
told you
is-
Yeah, the
I was
retro.
bumping Cooley High, right? So I was listening when I went back because, of course, I listened to a song and I'm just like, yo, I forgot how beautiful this shit is. And then I go back and listen to the entire discography.
I
again.
still have that album.
So I was looking at the
To this
like the
day.
album art, and I'm just like, all throughout my
love it.
life, I always do a double take and I study it because it's Black culture. It's so simplified in an album cover to me. And my last one is a more recent one, actually. Kid Cudi's "Man on the Moon 3." That album cover is so
Let me see that.
beautiful to me. The colors and the fact that it's a half, the face
His
half.
first
the
one was the
skull.
same way too, like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like the colors on 3. I
How-
guess.
The fact that,
Oh, I like that. Oh yeah, that's nice.
I like
Yeah.
the fact that we chose ones that every
Wow.
single person chose the actual album cover that has stick views and or something adjacent to it. Because nowadays you just see people like nowadays
Just posing.
I'm gonna be in a pose like this or anything. Like I love Rick Ross, but
No, I don't.
album
Oh.
it's so basic. Like
And that was gonna be my next topic because I was gonna talk about how album art's not really creative anymore.
it's not.
Now, Trippie Redd had a fantastic one, but I
Yes.
can't fucking stand Trippie
Yeah, I
Redd.
know it. I know which one
Mm.
you're talking about.
His
I know
album
exactly which
cover
one.
was. I was like,
I know
what the
exactly
fuck
which
is that art? And then I was like, ew.
Life's a Trip. Was it Life's a Trip with all the
I think
all the
so.
weird looking
Yeah.
like the
And it's just-
moon is looking at you and the like
and
the
the red
faces.
hair is
Yeah,
like,
the red. He's yeah.
Yep. I love it.
That one's
Beautiful,
cool.
but I
It's trippy.
do not like
Yeah.
that nigga.
Trippy.
I do not like him.
Understandable.
Was it this one?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Okay.
It has so many like Easter eggs in there, fool. No pun intended, because you just showed me Humpty Dumpty. Tell me, baby.
Good, the hunt.
Thank you, Nick.
That's
Oh, the one that caught that. Like,
Yo, sorry. That was my dorky moment of this disco quarter. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
No, one album cover, like I just looked this up recently and looked at the meaning. I was like, oh, this makes sense. Yeezus.
Mm.
'Cause it's basic as shit. You know what I'm saying? With just a CD. But this is around the time where CDs weren't a thing anymore, pretty much. So this is pretty much channeling. This is pretty much like the death of CDs type shit.
I'm not even gonna lie. When I first downloaded that album, I was like, "So where's the art cover?"
Right.
It was like, I got to refresh this thing again and again, and I was like,
It's the album. That's the art.
Right.
It's like Donda. I'm like,
I didn't. Like
I mean,
it.
I get it. I don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah, I don't. But I mean,
Like you look at beautiful.
I thought it was
Dark
interesting.
Fantasy, beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy with all the pictures. Like they could have been paintings. You know what I mean? Then to go to that, I was just like, this is
hell. Even what's the joint with Watch the Throne? Fucking beautiful.
That's a cool one too. That's a cool one too.
I mean, when the first song is the heartbeat of your mother dying.
Yeah, like this shit. Like this shit, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hell.
Hey.
like listen, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite, but I was when I looked at like when I broke it down. So for me, it was like, is it visually striking? Does it take a lot of effort to create? Is it conceptual? Does it connect to the album? And I was like, this one's really fucking good. Like with this shit.
Like one of them people that's at the art gallery, just like.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it could be at an art gallery. You know exactly. That's that. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm surprised that album was even sold in stores, man. Because that's a lot.
Yeah.
But there's another version. It's another version of that cover though.
White people love
there is.
art.
Yeah. I just showed y'all the explicit version. There's two different versions of it.
Like, but there's nipples
and ass.
I gotta say,
it's a cheek.
This Goddess's butt had like gave us like 7 or 8 honorable mentions.
He said what?
I just want to throw this up here real quick.
One of my favorites, the Chronic 2001. I know it's basic as fuck.
That's an interesting one.
It's one of my favorite albums.
It's phenomenal album. It's basic as hell, but I mean, like,
you can't see it, but it's like right up here.
If you look inside of the
product right here, Chronic 2001.
Exactly. Like when you look inside the album cover, you see like all the pictures that he had with all the people that he's worked with. Hell, even in the actual CD, where the CD you take it out, he's literally got his head like basking in the Chronic air. Like, and I was just like,
he does. Those are two of my favorite albums of all time. Those both my top 3.
Yeah, I love it. It was very simple, but I liked it.
But sometimes simple is good.
No, sometimes absolutely.
Simple is all you need. Sometimes.
I mean, Jay-Z's Black Album.
Jay-Z's Blueprint, the first Blueprint.
First Blueprint is very good. First Blueprint is very good, but I will personally say I love mafioso movies. So Reasonable Doubt was the one when he's got the cigar, he's got the whole gang dressed like that, like John Gotti. That one, that was my favorite. That was my favorite.
I love his arcs. His arcs have been amazing.
Arguably his greatest album. Arguably.
Is it Reasonable Doubt?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
I put it right there with Blueprint. I'm right there with Blueprint.
I'm more Blueprint guy. Blueprint.
I was very different shit though. The most introspective one, I would definitely say, is Reasonable Doubt in terms of him giving like you looking inside of Jay-Z.
Sean Carter.
You know what I mean? But
that song "Cry."
Underrated classic though. American Gangster.
Yeah.
Underrated.
There was a lot of great features on that though.
But 22 Twos.
Yeah, so 22. That's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Yeah.
Freestyle.
Like, oh, okay. Yeah. I get it. And I mean, like, even Can I Live?
Can I Live, man? That shit's untouchable. That shit's untouchable.
Like,
Can't Knock the Hustle. I mean, come on.
That's my shit. Hey, Mary did her thing on that.
Yeah. Lucifer.
Bring It On. Bring It On. Some shit.
Bring It On. Yeah.
Coming to Age.
On and
on. Like,
yeah. Beats wise, I love that. I love that album for the beats.
Hell yeah.
Beats are great. Beats are really good.
And then you had like use Can I Live? You had like Pusha T use Can I Live? J. Cole use Can I Live? Like
so many people have freestyled over Dead Presidents.
Dead Presidents too. Yeah, J. Cole was gone. J. Cole did that shit. Yeah.
Lil Wayne did that.
Shout out to Nas for getting this whole entire sample just taken away from him on that one though. by the way.
Right.
He paid Searchlight Publishing now.
He did.
He paid who he had to pay.
He paid who he had to
Oh.
pay. That's a good
So
quote.
speaking
man.
of Jay-Z and Nas, me and Nick, we had an episode about this last year. I believe it was last year. Takeover or Ether? Which one y'all choosing?
Super ugly.
My nigga.
That is a trick question.
My nigga.
I left condoms in
Condoms in the
baby
Vegas
seat.
seat.
Bro.
Make your belly back.
You said you were kissing my dick and you were kissing that bitch. I was like, God damn. Ooh.
And the fact that, and just to piggyback on what Cam said though, the fact that his mom said, "Hey, nigga, you took that shit too far."
Too
Right,
far. I know
right.
he made him apologize.
Had to apologize.
Like how you
Say,
gonna
you ain't have to do that, baby.
That's
Like
how
that.
you know that shit was disrespectful, bro. I'm like, God damn.
As much as I'm a Jay fan, Nas ripped that nigga a new asshole, like for real.
Wow.
It was just, like,
In general, or just what between
yeah.
Takeover and Ether?
Ether.
Okay.
So Ether Mills has the most iconic beat. Like whenever someone thinks about how I'm gonna diss somebody and you hear that dun, dun, it's like okay,
Yeah.
so I'm about to get some real shit.
But when you talk about actual diss scene, like playing the dozens
Yeah,
and shit,
it's Jay.
I mean, the fact that
For me,
Jay-Z,
personally.
Jay-Z put it out there when he made you think like, yo, this nigga really did have one hot album every 10-year average. Like,
That's so
like
and
right.
and also
Like,
think about it. Everybody was,
So
hey,
yeah.
but think about it. Everybody was shedding on the Nas for having shitty beats. And then Ether came out. I'm like, oh, this nigga finally put the good beat.
the one
Yeah, but-
after
That
he
nigga
got
listens.
disrespected.
but the fact that it's like,
Oh,
it's
Stillmatic
like,
was fire. Stillmatic was fire.
it's like, oh, Stillmatic. It's like, yeah, but it's like it was a fire, but it's like he can't beat Illmatic, and he's
It's
not
not-
gonna beat Illmatic.
No, yeah.
You
It's
can't
not
compare
that
anything to Illmatic, and I think that's what
Yeah.
people's problem is in the first
Yeah.
place. Illmatic is a singularity that was just mwah.
bad. Speaking of which,
It was
have
plucked
any of y'all
from the
listened to
ether of the
King's Speech
gods.
3?
it's
I did.
Illmatic,
You fuck with it?
I fucks with it.
everything
Well,
else.
because it's also Nas, man. Like,
Wait,
Exactly.
her, what are you saying?
I know. I'm like, damn, two cups.
My bad.
No, you cool. I just you
Yeah, I
real
said-
demonstrative. I'm trying to see what the chart's about.
Illmatic. Then you have what's the name? Godson. Stillmatic. Like all of them are interchangeable. Like literally after everything.
What about It
Anything-
Was Written?
I'm sorry. Illmatic.
no,
Illmatic.
but what do you put it?
No, I'm saying, what about It Was Written? Like, where would you
No,
put that?
I'm just saying, like you name whatever album you want to name afterwards.
Oh, okay.
He says that
Oh, I see.
Okay,
I got you.
It
Okay, I
matters.
got you.
So
Okay,
like
okay.
2 through 7 is interchangeable.
It's
However
just-
you
you want, but Illmatic.
But
Nah,
at the
this right
top,
here. Yeah.
He said, wake
got
up on
you.
a Thursday. You know what? I am gonna be number 2 today. You know.
that's exactly what happens because literally it depends on how you feel on any day or what's playing on your playlist.
Yeah,
I
that's-
still listen
I
to
feel that.
Godson. Hold on,
Friday is lost tapes. You know, it don't matter.
Lost
Right.
Love Lost Tapes.
Lost Tapes
King's
was not.
Three was
Lost Tapes.
Huh?
3 was actually really, really good.
Very good.
It
And
was good. It
Brunch-
was.
Brunch on Sundays was like, as me getting up in age now, was like, like I want to go to brunch after the show. Like,
Hey, real talk. Don't sleep on brunch, man. It's the only place we can get like a salmon and a waffle.
Oh
Like,
my
Mhm.
From Angrets
Whew.
and a mimosa, bottomless mimosas, bitch.
Give
Yes,
my
out there.
Hey,
Thanks,
especially in DC, we lit it here.
get
Yeah,
my
we great. Yeah, that's true.
with everything else, and give me my mimosa and my bottomless mimosas and all that.
Right.
Like we be warning them. We be warning them. It's like, hey man, just put the picture right here. Just trust us.
Keep it coming.
Either that, you're just gonna keep rotating. Either your legs gonna get tired. One of the two.
Right. Because until I say stop,
I'm just gonna forever keep holding an empty glass. You'll be like, damn.
Like say when.
with my pie.
Sir,
Parmesan
right
cheese.
over.
Just
Get out.
say when. Say when.
It's over.
More.
My arm is
More.
getting tired. Like
I didn't ask all that.
Look at me.
Keep
Look at me.
going.
Look at me. Look at me. More.
You want some more? Pull it up.
Yo, Olive Garden with that cheese, like man.
right.
I ain't say so. You're looking at me.
No, say you.
They're out of cheese. Go get another one.
Got me coming
No,
up
what was
like-
that little Boosie joint? When that nigga wanted the Coca-Cola, he like, I want that shit in the bottle. That if you get it in a bottle, it'll help you tip. But then nigga got it. That nigga bought a bottle though.
It's something about that bottle though. I can't explain it, man. Pepsi and the bottle the same. It's a glass bottle with Coke. Yeah. Coca-Cola. Gotta be specific.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Not cocaine, ladies and gentlemen. Cocaine.
Yeah, we off track as fuck. What we talking about?
I did want to bring up one more album out. I want to bring up one more album cover before I change the topic real quick.
Yes, sir.
1 second. There it is. Gator Boys.
I was about to say that. It took some research to find out about this shit. I didn't remember this.
Yeah.
I do remember because if I'm not mistaken, he what's his name? Bushwick Bill shot his eye out.
Yeah.
He dared his girlfriend. He made his girlfriend to do it. Shoot him. Yeah, he made his girlfriend do it. I don't know how he made him do it.
No. She didn't want to do it, so he grabbed the gun and then the gun went off.
Oh.
And they was like, yeah, we getting ready to take him to the OR. Take a picture, by the way. There you go.
And it fits because like you can't be stopped. You got a picture of him like all bandaged up.
Yeah, he's on the phone handling business, even though he did. That one's crazy.
I thought that was lit. That was really good.
Definitely was.
So
there's a story behind everything.
Exactly. So final topic I wanted to bring up. So Billboard and Vibe decided to name like their your face. Billboard and Vibe.
I'm sorry. Do go on.
Billboard.
About what the white people told me I should like.
I know.
Don't be rude, Herb.
They listed. They want to list their top 50 hip hop artists of all time.
Okay.
So the list is not finished yet.
What is Vibe magazine though? What is Vibe magazine again? What is it? What do they do? Like what are they?
The last
exactly. Because bitch, who the fuck asked you?
Exactly.
Like what are they?
This is worse. It's worse than Rolling Stone though.
Vibe magazine.
Remember Rolling Stone's like top 200 albums of hip hop albums of all time.
Okay.
That had like the top 200 singers.
It's founded by Quincy Jones. That's interesting.
Yeah, Vibe is
Vibe
okay.
Because that's
you know how messy that nigga is.
They sold a lot off of that East Coast West Coast beef.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
that's why a lot of people don't fuck with Vibe like that because
I'm definitely showing my age right now. So yeah.
Like, you go all good.
Okay.
Blessings upon your house, sir.
So
all right, AJ, go ahead.
I wrote the list down because I didn't feel like pulling up the page, pulling up the actual website. Hopefully, y'all can see it.
Well, I see 21
I can see
through
21 through 50.
They've been doing like 10 at a time. So they haven't done the last 20 yet.
Black Thought's 28. That's kind of surprising.
Wait,
and Busta Rhymes is 33.
Right.
Hold on. All right.
Dr. Dre is 40.
They got E40 on the list at all?
Exactly.
They was like Melly Mel too. Melly Mel, like that is
okay.
That's old school.
Why is Melly been on the list?
I think
like that's old school. I'm surprised because Billboard, all they care about is money. So it's like Melly Mel. I'm surprised he's on the list if all they give a fuck about is money. You know, who sold the most?
They named all the people who made
you put Jadakiss at 46.
I said the same shit. I said the same
shit.
So they got Rev Run at 49. So is
why they separate?
You must say is DMC going to be on the list?
Yeah, why they
Rick Ross even on here?
Right.
Yeah.
Why is Rick Ross even on here?
He doesn't even go here.
I mean, nigga, they got Future at 35. Future's number 35.
You just over Jadakiss.
Over Jadakiss. You got Gucci over Ludacris.
I'm not mad about Future. I'm not mad about this.
Future is over Mos Def, y'all.
Number 23.
I mean, over Ludacris. What you mean?
Okay.
Number 23. You want to talk about old school?
Curtis Blow. ABC. 1, 2, 3.
23.
Hey,
23.
ABC.
That's my guy. Hey, that's my guy.
What even is life anymore? How are we supposed to trust the media if y'all pulling us with this bullshit?
Oh my God, these pictures are hilarious.
Can we just the disrespect that they put on Queen Latifah? Because
child,
like 44?
Hey, why is
Redman
Redman so far down the list though? Redman should be
exactly.
Yo, who hurt you? Like, who's responsible? Like, I want to find them. I need to find them.
White
Right,
people.
because I don't
Clear people.
Yeah, I need to know
Not
what
clear.
was the
Clear
criteria.
people.
Yeah, are they going off
He
of
said
impact?
clear people.
Are they going
Our
off like,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
how's
Yeah.
Lil Kim above T.I. and Busta Rhymes?
Here's the thing. Here's my thing. I think
She had ghostwriters.
the most underrated rappers of all
So
time.
did Dre.
And the fact that
Yeah, Dre had ghostwriters.
What
Why
you say,
his-
Herb? What you say, Herb? What you say?
Sorry.
no, you could. I think T.I. is one of the most underrated rappers. of
He is.
That's why. That's my
You,
guy.
definitely
you ain't
is.
lying.
That's my
And
fucking
you
guy.
and,
You ain't
and even
lying.
Pusha T, and you got him at 29
That man
and
has
30.
made love
32
to
respectively,
millions
yeah.
of thesources.
Don't disrespect him. This
No,
man-
he said
he
no.
literally
He,
is a rap thesaurus.
Yeah,
Okay,
he is.
In
he
his
is.
quest for wordplay, he has made
Urban
love
Legends,
to
my favorite
thousands
album
of
from Urban
thesaurus.
Legend.
I love T.I.
Or is it
I still love
Love T.I.
24s. I still
24s,
Trap,
man. Dude, I tell you.
24s.
Y'all,
Trap music,
Need
the
to
album
see.
Trap
you
music.
don't know me?
That
Oh,
album.
man.
Freaking
You don't
Rubber
know
Band
me.
Man.
Let's get away.
Freaking,
Get loose.
Listen, bro.
Nah, well, wait,
You
what
can
was the
have
other
whatever
one?
you like. Yo,
Nah,
but
what was the other one?
that's the
Swagger
sugar
like
that.
that.
That's
Like,
His
Oh.
verse on Never Scared.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
The original one.
I
The original one. The original one, not the remix.
Yeah.
Promise you.
I love
Hey,
T.I.
T.I. versus T.I.P. is still one of my
T.I.
favorites too,
versus
though.
T.I.P.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because even like I'm looking at one of the songs he had on King. What's
King, I love King,
King,
bro.
King was a great album.
King was
Some
one-
great beats on that too.
I feel
And,
like
like, the-
Ludacris should be higher on the list. That
There's a
Really
lot of
should.
people that should be higher.
insane.
Like, okay, they got all
You
my
know
top.
who-
Hey, hold on.
You know
Let me
who
see.
on King album is like
Method Man.
if
Big
you ever
Pun.
just want to go out and fight a
Buster.
nigga to play what's his name? You know
Not
who.
fight a nigga. Or
You know who? Yeah. Oh yeah, he goes
You know
off
who?
on
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
He goes off
yeah.
on that
He goes
shit.
off.
Yeah, he does.
Like,
Where is Tunchi on here?
He's
Is
probably.
he at least in the
I
top
bet
I'm,
he's
20?
I'm
higher.
assuming
I
he's
bet
in the
he-
top 20.
I
I'm
think he's
assuming
in the top 20.
I'm about
I
to
think
say,
I agree.
Hey,
I think
hey,
he's in
okay.
the
They,
top
they haven't
20.
released the other 20 yet, so
I say I like
Yeah.
to steal something from God. It's like honorable mention to Lil Wayne in my top 5.
Yo, he's going back to it.
Carter
Going back.
B was also on repeat.
hold on. We talking mixtape Wayne or we talking regular?
I'm talking about all of
just
it. man.
Wayne in
Yes.
general.
Yeah, someone
Yes.
between
Yeah.
Carter 2 and Carter like
Speaking
4.
of mixtape,
Carter
Nobody
Ford,
will. No one will
Mixtape
understand.
is God's here.
But
Like,
no one will
I-
understand
Yo,
the
for sure.
chokehold that he had on rap in that time period. Like you couldn't,
especially
you,
07.
you couldn't
06,
escape it. You
07,
couldn't
08.
escape it.
even before that, with him and BG and then with Birdman. They
Oh, you
took
talking about
over
Hot
the
Boys?
South.
The Hot
Yes.
Boys? Yeah.
I'm gonna say I wasn't a fan of the Lil Wayne back then when he was doing sound effects. You know, that
But
wasn't
that's
my.
how
That
he
was,
learned how to
Why
work
drop it
his
like it's hot?
voice. That's the reason why he learned how to work his voice. That's where Kendrick
That
got
is
the
true,
shit
though.
from.
here's the thing.
So, like, when you think about his impact, like the Carter 3 was on repeat when it came out.
Carter Two
Yeah.
was crazy.
But mixtape Wayne is a whole other person
Alright.
to me.
Question. So I'm not going to mention Carter 5, but if you had to rank the first 4 Carters, how would you rank them?
3 is at the top.
3, 2, 4.
3, 2.
I don't know because 2 was actually one of my.
I can't feel
For
my
me-
face.
Two is
I'm a-
fantastic.
For me, it's 2 and then
Wonderful.
3.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
And
It's
1 of
close,
course is
but
interchangeable.
3 is right here.
one.
But the impact of 2, the fact that people swore like the difference between Carter 1 and Carter 2 , and it's like, yo, where did this
Who
cat?
is
Where,
this
Huge
who is
difference.
this
Huge,
man?
yeah.
One of my favorite
Yeah.
songs
Okay,
is
that's
still Shooter
valid.
on parts on Carter 2.
Yeah.
With
Hustle
Rob.
music for me.
Money on my
Hustle
mind was my
music.
shit. Money on my mind.
Money
Listen,
on my
Shoot-
mind.
Shooter,
Mo
Shooter.
Fire, I like Mo Fire too.
I
Like,
know.
miss mixtape Drake.
Yes.
Mixtape
Yeah.
Drake was a
Gone.
motherfucking monster. Okay.
So Far Gone was actually.
So Far Gone was my shit.
Cash Money.
I
was talking about that shit
Drake.
yesterday.
But y'all on that chokehold.
Mixtape Nicki Minaj and the Hawajuki Barbie though. Like I miss them days sometimes, yo.
I just miss mixtapes in general, where it's just like out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, it's just some random song he made in the
That's
album.
why
and
Tyler the Creator
Hold
was
on.
genius for bringing
Wayne-
DJ
oh.
Drama back.
Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
Joel Santana.
The mixtape that never happened, that should have
Ooh.
happened.
Ooh.
Like,
The part that should have happened.
Mm.
That's the biggest what if after Detox.
That's like
My
the-
opinion.
the
Detox saying what if this is whenever.
Exactly.
Oh no, it's not happening no more. It's not.
Yeah,
I mean,
you should
add
he
that to
basically
the
leaked all the songs.
multiverse
You talking about the Detox still coming out? I'm like, bro.
Nah, Detox.
Heard-
Niggas been
heard-
2 decades. Come on.
Y'all
man.
should add that to the multiverse show. In another world.
Detox is like the
Hmm.
third best album in the world.
But I gotta give him credit to when he put out Compton. Compton was actually
Compton was good.
Compton was good.
Compton was good. It was good.
It was really good.
It
And
was good.
like I look at Dre and Timbaland as two of my favorite producers of all time. And it's literally like we said with everything else with Nas, like, oh, it's Tuesday. I think I want to be with Timbaland today. It's Friday.
I'm gonna stick on the VA side.
For me, it's Dre and Neptunes.
No, it's a combination of both y'all. It's Timbaland for me and Neptunes because Pharrell, like stylistically, there's nothing that Pharrell
So
did that you
I
think
did a
Okay.
should
verse.
actually happen.
I did a versus battle on my radio show. Was it last year? I think last year. I did Neptunes versus Timbaland. Battle of the 7-5. I did two
producers.
I did 2
have
episodes. I
carried
did a rap
hip-hop
one, then an
into
R&B
the
one.
21st century. Exile,
Like if-
fucking
No one ever really dies.
Who would win a versus?
Jay Dilla.
Oh, between what?
Between Pharrell, between Neptunes and Timbaland.
Neptune.
I don't know, because Timbaland has been a part of a lot of versatile shit.
Is a
So
part,
it's Neptunes though.
the way that I look at hip hop, I look at it as
Wait, Neptunes or for real?
Neptunes.
They're the same.
It's you got to include both. You can't just you got to include Chad. Chad did a lot of shit too.
Bro, Chad was underrated, like the low key.
This entire
He really was. He
He plays like 10 instruments. He plays like
He
10
stays in the
instruments,
back.
bro.
She Wants to Move is still like I would like. I've
Oh
been
my
trying to convince my friends in the band to cover that song for like the longest time. We've been friends for 8 years and he still hasn't done it yet.
I thought it was
that was a great
guy with
album.
a
That was a
Daft Punk
great album.
situation.
I look
That
at
was
far-
amazing.
That was Seeing Sounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that Seeing Sounds?
Yeah, so Seeing Sounds.
Wait,
'Cause the first one
I'm
was
sorry, Herb.
the first
You
one was
keep
cutting
Lap Dance.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, hurt my bad.
I look at it as far as with hip hop, who I grew up on, as who I fuck with, and I'm not saying that I didn't grow up with Neptunes, but like you have the horns. Like Timbaland started off with like SWV, Missy, Aaliyah, and you had so many other people afterwards going to Jay-Z. You got what's the name? Like the list goes literally
You right?
on and on and on. Like literally from when I fell in love with hip hop, he was between him and Dre. They was like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and put this together for your whole entire life. This is your life.
He's not wrong.
That-
I mean,
that's-
Timbaland.
that's-
Timbaland.
not to interrupt, but
Timbaland
that's-
made, go ahead.
Right, not to interrupt, but that's how I base my shit on too, because I started getting into hip hop around like 01, 02. And I was born in
That
90s. So, like,
answers every question I
that's
have
what's-
about everything you've said on this show. Okay.
so that's why that's
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
so,
It does. It
Damn.
answers every single question. Because
questions
if
did you
you
have?
just get
She had a lot of
into it
questions for you.
in 01, Eminem is going to be on your list.
Exactly. Because
I'm
I was
sorry,
prime
but you
Eminem.
had me
I was
there.
prime Eminem. Eminem shows it's his best album.
Because I'm
In my
thinking that
opinion.
like you've been in the game since like 80s or 90s, and then you was
Yeah.
like Eminem's in my top 5. Top 10, I'll give you top 10, but top 5, I was like,
Yeah, because when I first get into
but if you
Eminem
say
was in
that
his
you
prime,
didn't get into
and then production, huh?
What?
Recovery?
Wait.
and on that note, give me
Wait,
So you know,
wait,
you know,
wait.
I said there's no wrong answer for hip hop.
Whoa.
Yo, y'all see what I do?
Went off
Y'all
video.
see what I
Whoa.
do?
She left the
Y'all
show.
She left the
This is
whole
what I deal
shit.
with.
Hold on.
This
Wait.
is what I deal with. Recovery. I'm not even recovering.
You have to realize.
Hey,
Herb.
I'll let him finish.
Wait. Repeat that from the very beginning. What you say?
I'm gonna say the reason why.
But what you say? What did you say?
Start all over.
You can start all over. I missed all that.
I said Recovery was my favorite. Do I think it's the best? No. I
Okay.
said it's
I
my
respect
favorite because when I saw Relapse, I was like, what the fuck is this?
I said the same shit.
Seriously disappointed with him. And that's why I was like, nah, you got to come back harder than this. And that's why I love Recovery better, because it was like, okay, now we got M when he's not on his shit. Like it's when he's not drugged out and shit. He can focus. He focused, and that's the reason why, to me, it's my favorite. Is it the best one? No, I'm not saying it's the best one. I'm saying it's my favorite because of that. And I was like, because I felt
And
like
I respect your decision.
I thought Relapse was so ass that I was like, I can't deal with this nigga no more.
Question: which one was worse, Relapse or Encore?
Relapse.
Okay.
Relapse.
Relapse or Revival?
Relapse.
Oh, I'm not even counting those.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Relapse.
Okay.
Because
I think I was thinking about Revival. I think that was the album I was thinking about.
Revival was the one that he had.
That album.
Recovery had Not Afraid on there, right?
I threw it out 2 days later. I threw it out hard 2 days later. It's probably somewhere on the Beltway.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Wait, he did what? He did what?
I was thinking of Revival. That's when I was thinking of Revival when you said that was your favorite. I was like,
no.
But you said Recovery. I was like, okay.
Recovery.
I was getting those two mixed up. Okay.
Because they're both ass.
No, I'm not gonna say. I won't say.
No, not Recovery. Relapse and Revival were both ass. It was like ebbs and flows. Like, all right, Relapse, Recovery, yay! Revival.
It was like maybe one good song.
Kamikaze, yeah.
Kamikaze was good.
Right, but because he before that was Revival, so he had a shit album.
Yeah, he had
top tier, and then he had a shit album, and then another one. So it's like when he tries.
So artwork on that one too. I forgot about Kamikaze because it was
Beastie Boys.
Because it was Beastie Boys joint. Yeah, that's an iconic one too.
That's why I said like he disappointed me so much with Relapse that 3 a.m. was probably the only one that was palatable.
No, I like Beautiful.
That was the one with the weird voice too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was palatable.
Most of the songs were like that. Most of the songs
hated
were like
that voice. I hated that voice.
Beautiful was good. I did like Beautiful.
Beautiful had a good message. That was had a good video.
Yeah.
Too.
That's probably like the only one I
so
fuck
bad
with.
that I was like, the
3 in the morning.
Dog, she's gone.
She left.
Like,
you made her leave.
You made her leave. Damn, nigga.
She's not recovering from that.
She ain't recovering. I will say, underrated Eminem album that nobody really talks about, Infinite. His very first album. Came out in 96.
Yeah.
Infinite.
That's nice.
Hey, did you recover, Goddess? You recover?
I'm moderately recovered.
This is what I deal with,
but
y'all.
I think I'll survive.
I said it's one of my favorites because I felt like he let me down.
Stop
and
talking.
he lifted back up.
I'm gonna just go and listen to Mac Miller and just be happy with my life. Okay.
Kids. That's my shit. Kids, Macadelics, my shit though. Those are my shits from Mac Miller.
Listen, RIP to what would have been such a fantastic artist, not just rapper.
Man,
he was really getting there.
He had a couple great album covers as well.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm. He did.
Yes, he absolutely did.
Simple but effective.
Mm-hmm. Which was him.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially in a nutshell. So yes, RIP to that nigga.
I'm going solo.
You going solo?
Yeah. I just changed it formally. Bloods and Whiskey. I'm alive. I can't be on a panel. I can't be on the panel with this dude no more.
So clearly Cam has not recovered, and he will never recover.
He said, "I'm leaving Bloods and Whiskey."
Wow.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with the whole.
I'm gonna strike out on my own.
He said, "I'm coming over there." I'm coming over to hip hop vibes.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna change my icon to me with like the little stick with the bandana on, all my junk in it, all the little mic sticking out of it, because I'm taking all my equipment with me.
I'm weak. I am weak.
Oh my
Damn.
Yeah, that's how you end it, huh?
That's how we end it.
If you're gonna die on a hill, baby, I respect. I may not agree with the hill you dying on, but at least I respect your resolve in dying on said hill.
I never said it was his best album. I'm still sticking to that.
So, but
that kind of makes sense.
What is everybody's favorite Eminem album? Before we wrap everything up, what's everybody's favorite?
Slim Shady LP. Slim Shady
I
LP.
don't really have a favorite album.
Slim Shady LP.
I like songs of his. I like what he does with his words, and I respect him for it because he came from nothing. And literally, like, he stays humble. So I respect him. I'll never disrespect him. But like, he never really resonated with me except like on the heartfelt shit. And he didn't really do a lot of that till later when I was already like, I'd already like lost interest. It was too much of the silly shit with Slim Shady.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Marshall Mathers LP because that's when he finally got like his Dre's production and his lyricism, and he just hit his stride. That's when everything kind of like meld together.
That's a smooth second for me.
That's where like he realized like, oh, okay, I could do this. And then it is also like that fresh like, I'm not trying to do this, but I'm like rebelling against the system, but the system is backing me up. And it's like it was the tortured artist type thing, so you can almost hear the conflict of like,
you're making me want to listen to the album.
He's like, yeah, that's why like a week before they even released the album,
it went diamond.
What was the song? I Am. That was just basically like a middle
The
finger
Way
to the
I
whole
Am.
industry.
That is one of the top ones on my songs
What about Stan? Stan
list
too?
from him.
Stan is a good one for me. It's just that it just over the years it just became more than it was supposed to be for me.
Yeah,
You know how
I
I explain
feel
it. It's like it became
And
like,
they oversaturated the market.
right.
with it.
It's like
I'm sorry.
Citizen Kane. Like, yeah, it's good, but I mean, I ain't going. But everyone's like dick riding it so hard. It's just like, all right, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. Like y'all like it.
It
I think my
only
favorite-
made the huge impact when you got the whole story anyway. And the radio version didn't always include that. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
true.
you had varying
true.
degrees of people who were invested or not. I listened to the full thing at first and I was like, fuck, that got dark.
Mhm.
So like it made the impact. And I was like, okay, this isn't the silly ass nigga that I've been used to. So I was kind of all right. But at that point I was getting into Linkin Park and Jay-Z and all that shit. So I kind of
So was I. So.
I'm
I'm
gonna
a
go
rock. I'm
with
a rock head too.
Slim Shady LP, first one.
That's your favorite?
Technically second.
Oh.
I said technically.
just had a whole conversation about that.
like, wait.
Guilty Conscience is one of my favorite ones. Role Model.
Which one?
Guilty
Role Model?
Guilty
Yeah.
conscious.
Yeah, the unedited
Yo,
one.
Rock Bottom.
What
Rock
the
Bottom is my shit.
Rock
Rock Bottom.
bottom.
That is probably his realest song on that.
Role Model was a good one too.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Bad Meets Evil. Like that's
Voice.
another album that was dope too. Bad Meets Evil.
Bad versus Evil.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Him and Royce made up.
Yeah.
Still Don't Give a Fuck.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a that
Yeah,
was a great outro album. That was a great outro song. My bad. Outro song.
But yeah, that's definitely like my favorite Eminem album.
Yeah, for me it's Eminem Show. I think my favorite song is Superman though.
I'm going through a breakup, so yep, that I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that.
After my breakup a
Where's
couple
that
years
boy?
ago, I was like, yeah. This is like so much.
It was two songs I played that were in rotation in the first few hours of the breakup. Was one was that Usher, You Don't Gotta Call, and the other one was Superman.
That's my shit too. That's my shit too. That's my shit.
So
Confessions, because I went through a bad breakup, and that whole Confessions album was just like, God damn it, this is a good album, but it's
Wait,
fucking
Confessions
Well,
was weird
hold
to me.
on. Did you cheat?
No,
Okay.
it was a bad breakup. It was just like
These are my confessions.
it was
Yeah,
just
but
a lot
say-
emotionally.
it was,
Seduction. I listened to that shit the other day. That's my shit.
On
Yo,
the
yo.
Guilty Conscience tip with Eminem though, like I will admit that video will always be an iconic video to
oh
me.
my God, him
Facts.
did
Forever
Drake went out there.
will be
Hey,
iconic.
Shout out to Trey. He's super real shit. That man knows
It was
good
the
music.
shit.
This nigga said Icebox.
Listen, Icebox by
Shout out to
Omarion is
Trey.
one of them. Man, you knew he was going through it, and anything by Jagged Edge,
Yeah,
the entire Hard album,
he was breaking up from B2K. That's why he was all upset in that album.
Right.
his heart was broken
Well,
because they
wait.
couldn't run.
Did
track.
y'all see the verses? With
Yeah.
Mario and Omarion. Y'all saw that,
Mario
right?
slaughtered them niggas and went home like,
That's
yeah,
a
I told y'all
motherfucker.
I was the one who could sing.
I
You backed the wrong horse, and now
They were
y'all
never.
see.
They were never the ones that. They were never the singers to me. You know.
Yeah. They were dancers.
They were-
but
they were-
Yeah.
and that's-
They serve niggas.
Yeah, they got. Yeah.
There's a difference in between performers
Mm.
and
Well,
art.
I mean, even like
can
was
be
it,
both.
Mhm.
was it Touch? What the second song he did, Touch? Because you could
Touch,
see him. Yeah, when he was doing a freezing moment, you could see like him counting, like for the in between stuff, like 1, 2, I'm like, bro, there's a camera rolling. Like,
I love like the choreography on that video though. That choreography, that's dope.
But the fact that these niggas are just like walking down the street and then just all of a sudden these start breakdancing and shit like that. And then
like, yo,
I mean, to be fair, you don't have to call us the same way.
Like if I'm walking down the street and I see these two niggas, like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Like I was never I never the type of dude to holler at a girl like like, oh, okay, she's walking down the street by herself, I'm gonna go yell at her. Like I'm never been the type to do that. Let alone to approach her and then do a whole choreography dance while she's trying to
spend the night in the streets of Philly for a couple of nights, and you're gonna understand anything's possible, baby.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
My
wife could tell you that. My wife could tell you that.
Yeah, I gotta get that because I still got my way out.
I've seen some things.
So.
I spent some time in Philly. Trust me, God's Basement. Yeah, I've been down at Concrete Jungle. I've been part of Philly.
Did you see God's Basement?
Yep.
Are they not the attic?
No, it was a basement when I was there.
It's still for. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Philly's a wild place, man.
Very.
Yeah.
You ain't never lied.
We're going back too. So I mean, that should be.
I'm about to say like 4 or 5. I spent 4 or 5 years every New Year's Eve going there in a row. Yo, there was this like
ATM and at the gas pump. Go inside and pay for your shit.
Like we over here like passing by, like, yo, this is a long ATM on a street, like no lights, no adjacent banks nearby, no logo on it, just ATM.
It reminds me of how Anthony Anderson was on fucking Barbershop when he was just
yes, when he had it like everywhere.
My man just
couldn't crack it. Oh my god,
the machine broke, y'all. Said the machine broke.
Oh man.
All right, you can go ahead and wrap this joint up. It's almost 7:00. Royal Rumble's about to start. I know everybody. I know 80% of us about to watch the Royal Rumble.
Yup.
So.
Hey, y'all! For those since we live, I'm going to go ahead and plug my sports, entertainment, and whiskey, the SEW podcast. Look it up on IG. We're going to do a live reaction to the Royal Rumble. Watch us yell at the screen. Have fun. Be inclusive.
Peacock is only $5, ladies and gentlemen. Just go.
Did y'all put the link in Discord already?
No, but let me see if I can find that. Trey, can you put the link in Discord? Okay, we getting ready.
Hey. Oh wait, I wish I could show you my abnormally large bottle of Johnny Walker.
Oh, that's where you're going.
Let's go.
That's where you're
Let's go.
I'm about. I might say this.
You lucky bitch! I got Red Label. Okay.
I might say this
shit.
Herb, hurry up and come over, man. We got to end the show so Herb can bring his wings over.
I might end this for next weekend. I might say
he's coming from Waldorf,
I got my bottle of white Henny right here.
Woo! Hey,
all the way from Jamaica. All the way from Jamaica.
You got it in Jamaica.
Yeah, I just came up from Jamaica on Monday.
Let me see it. Let me see it again, bro. Let me see it again. Let me see it.
Pure white. Yes.
Pure white energy. Nah, but what you should do is you should check out Blurs and Whiskey Thirsty Thursdays. We did like a whole 3-part series where we did like Hennessy drinks. We did Henny Colada. We did
Incredible Hulk.
We did Incredible Hulk.
Lord, not the Incredible Hulk. Dang.
Oh, that was a fun one because we were sitting here like, yo, we're not 23 anymore. Like that's
bruh.
I can't drink like that no more.
What's the name? What's the name of those candies?
Oh,
candies.
Smarties or whatever.
Smarties, and then like
Nerds.
No, the crush candy where like pixie dust or whatever. You just crush up little Smarties.
Smarties.
Yeah.
I think about Smarties. Yeah.
And he's the only one that people do.
I'm gonna say y'all snorting them shit.
Ecstasy. Yeah, he did. That's what they did. Apparently, that was what people they did. No, but the third drink we did with the Henny was instead of a French mule. I'm sorry, instead of a Moscow mule, we did a French mule. Or because it was Hennessy and black people in Hennessy, we called it 40 acres in a mule.
Hey, that's
that's clever. Hey,
give me my reparations, bitch.
That's clever.
Hey, I'm weak.
That's clever.
I'm not mad at it at all.
There it is.
Sports, entertainment, and whiskey. There we go. Look that up on IG, and we're gonna go live.
Bet,
Well,
bet,
I gotta
bet.
get my black ass out of here.
Go.
Everybody say your
Say-
tags real quick before you leave.
Sundays at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, we going live tomorrow. We
Well,
actually,
kick Herb out because
Yeah,
because we're on the same show.
Yeah.
So I'll go all the
Yeah.
plugs for us.
Go ahead.
Herb, I need the
Nice.
wings.
Say
I'm
less.
hungry.
Go ahead.
You said
All right, y'all.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So Blurs and Whiskey representing YouTube, Blurs and Whiskey. You can go ignore the formally part. Blurs and Whiskey every Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern. We go live. We're on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, any social media platform we can find it. We will go live on it. We're working our way on TikTok. We're working our way on IG. We're gonna figure out how we can do it all inclusive. We, let's say pretty much, yeah, man. Just be drinking no things. We talk shit. Come,
We drinking.
take the shot.
Giggity.
Here we go. This is what we do.
Miss Goddess.
Right on. Y'all can follow me at
Oh, you want some too?
GSS
Oh,
of the.
the dog is looking over here like he's thirsty. So I'm like, I can,
What you not
The
about to
dog.
do is get that evil ass dog intoxicated. Don't do that to yourself.
Don't do that to Growlers. Come on now.
Chihuahuas are evil. I don't care what y'all
I
say. Anyway,
we've seen them '90s films. Know what happens?
GAWDESS of the odd on all platforms in some form or fashion because I spell my shit different. And if you want to see the conglomerate, we are Head Nerds in Charge on all platforms. We have a website. We have a con that's coming up June 23rd and 24th in Philly, PA. And your girl will absolutely be there. And all you motherfuckers better be up there too. I know that much.
I'll be there.
Anywho, there's a theme carnival. There will be a photo shoot. There will be a comedy show on Friday night.
Wow.
There will be after hours activities happening.
Wow.
You should
So
definitely pull up.
there's
you
a
should
cuddle
definitely pull up,
party
Nick.
happening in
Pull the
Baltimore.
fuck up, y'all. Pull up, yo.
There's a cuddle party, like ultimate like cuddle party that's happening in Baltimore Playhouse on the 11th of February.
I will be there.
And the theme of that is
what
thoughts.
party? A cuddle party?
Cuddle party, but
What's that?
We can't
it's at
talk
the
about it.
Baltimore Playhouse.
Okay.
We
The
can't talk
point
about it on
is to go on the website and buy a ticket and go and find out. But
can't talk
people
about it
are
on
going to
here.
be getting paddled and having wax dripped on them. And that's all I can say right now. So if you're interested in that, then maybe you should go to the Thoughts, THOTS, like, and prayers. That's
Thoughts.
the theme. So
Thoughts
be
and
creative
prayers.
because we're still nerds and we're still geeks. So if you want to do a sexy lewd nude cosplay, then may or may not be acceptable as long as you have consent. So go check it out on the website, headnerdsincharge.com, if you're into that sort of thing. We'll also be at Black Friday, April 30th, Rockwall, Texas. Shout out to Black Friday.
Wow. It's gonna be hard to follow that. That was
We
impressive.
busy.
That shit was
Go on the
impressive. We got
website.
conventions and
all of our
fucking-
events. Child, okay. We just
Yeah,
They be
ended
working over
January,
there. They be working.
and I'm exhausted.
That's what's up.
Okay,
That's
I'm
what's up.
exhausted.
I hear you.
That's what I took. That's what I took.
The
this
hardest
hiatus.
working nerds I know, man. Like
Facts.
that is a
Yes.
team. That is a team that's dedicated. And that is a team that's
I
just
love
like just doing their
I love
thing.
it.
And it's just
I
like every
love
time
it.
I see them, I'm like, man, y'all got something else going on? Like y'all,
Right.
I'll be like,
I'm glad
I'm
she was
like,
able to come on the show.
right.
She had a pencil
You
and
have
thing.
to
You know what I mean?
understand.
You
We
got
have
15
to
minutes.
schedule this shit.
I'm
I
here.
know
Absolutely, 100%.
That's why I hit y'all like a month in advance. So like,
Like every time I see one of them on an individual level, I'll be like, oh, okay, hey, how you doing? Like, have a seat. And I'm like, yo, sit down, please. Just sit down
Right.
for 5 minutes. Here's a drink. And they just be
That's
like,
literally
Right.
all they ever say to me.
hydrate.
Here's a drink. I take it with me while I'm walking around and making sure everything's okay. So it's what we do, but we're trying to do the work now so that we can make that money. Like everything's all about money, but like we want to do our shit so everybody can eat, so we can do what the fuck we want later, which is cosplay all the time and go to all the cons.
mm,
So let's just
I love it.
work now, play
I
later.
love that. I
true.
love that.
All right, Nick.
Oh, let me go. Yeah, I'm Nick Neighbors, hip hop producer. Mine's gonna be a lot shorter than that, but yeah, Nick Neighbors. You got me on YouTube. Got me on BeatStars. New beats every week. TikTok twice a week, Monday, Thursday. Been doing this shit for like 12 years. So, yep.
Damn. And shout out to your placement from last year. Your big
Yeah,
placement.
got my first placement. Yep. First industry placement. That was dope. Yep.
Hey,
So I'm just working every day, man. Every day. I'm on my lunch breaks at work. I'm making beats. So it's been like
hard.
that. That's how I do it.
Play harder.
Work hard, play hard. And last but not least, it's your boy AJ, your other host of Hip Hop Vibes podcast. Like a charcoal quest, you got to say the whole thing. Follow me on IG and TikTok, A-Tone Productions, A_Tone_Productions, daily hip hop content, sample Saturdays, hip hop facts, all that good one gotta go like videos, all that type shit. I just hit 1100 on TikTok, so we're working our way up there.
Go.
Hey,
Go.
I'm about to say, I think I made it 25K. I'm just happy about that. Man.
Hey,
Right.
Go ahead, please.
There it is.
People
We
just like
just
me
hit
being
like what?
stupid.
We hit like what? We got like 255 subscribers on YouTube right now.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That's fantastic, man.
YouTube is a hard one too, so go ahead.
Yeah, them shorts be helping.
Shorts to everything. Shorts to everything.
And follow me on Twitch, War Machine 1919. Stream podcast. Like I said, I'm playing Pokemon on there as well. I'm currently doing a monotype Nuzlocke challenge for Pokemon Blue throwback. What else? Oh, Twitter, Hip Hop
I've been on
Vibes.
Monster Hunter Rise, like hardcore heavy.
You said what?
I've been on Monster Hunter Rise, hardcore and heavy.
Horizon.
Oh,
yeah.
shoot. I just finished beating fucking what's it? Scarlet.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how was that for real?
It was good. It's simpler than it used to be back in the day. Because like the last game I played was Gen 4.
Do
And
not
now I'm playing
recite
Gen
the
9.
magic to me, which I was there when it was written.
I was there when the shit first started.
Yeah,
I was
man.
there when it was only 151. Now we got like 900 in them motherfuckers.
Well, all right then.
But yeah, that is it.
Like, share, and subscribe, y'all.
There it is. Exactly.
Help us grow so we can do more cosplay.
End on a rhyme on the hip hop show.
See, that's the outro I needed. That's
Yep.
the outro
All right,
that I
yeah.
needed. There it is.
night.
Honorable mention. Let me stop.
Good night. I ain't playing with y'all. Bye.
But now, with that being said, I'm your boy AJ.
Your boy Nick.
This is Hip Hop Advisor Podcast. We'll catch y'all in 2 weeks. Y'all be safe.